that don't exist anymore. Video recordings, traditional music, Awka and such, they recorded everything. There is his house, library, institutional resources. I go there once a year. We'll be recording, we'll be digitizing all of this. It costs a lot of money, but you can preserve it. And the beauty of digitization is to replicate. So, you see, a copy of the Henderson digital material presented in the center for Igbo posting as a start. Mr. Henderson is about 93 years old, and he still operates his website on the channel. themightytree.org. themightytree.org. Go there, treasure of information on the channel. And then, of course, we'll put together a collection of books on the channel by different authors and present to the library also. One of them is book edited by Professor Kirin, scholarly essays by different people. But the beauty of it for me is that it has close to 500 bibliographical references on each and Igbo. Bibliography, 500 items of bibliography. It's a treasure trove. All of that we can do. And finally, gratitude. This lecture, I take responsibility. Whatever I said, I take responsibility. But I benefited a lot from two people who are very close friends, or who are academics, whose scholarly comments helped to enhance the quality of the lecture. And I said the lecture is about 61 pages long. Professor P.J. Eze of the University of Nigeria, Department of Anthropology, past president of the Anthropological Association, of African Anthropological Association, a good friend, and then of course Professor Jerry Chigbuogwu, who is Jerry, get up. They are my friends and they've helped me a lot. BJ was assigned to some assignment by the Federal Ministry of Education, so it couldn't be there. So that's it, like, Dubai. The connect, I'm asking people, know thyself. Know thyself. When you're with an abrasive, if you don't know ourselves, you take it. That's very, very important. Goodbye, down.
Please may we rise to appreciate this royal majesty. Thank you. That was a wonderful presentation. Honestly, I never knew that Abogin is still, the strength like this to stand for over 1 hour to talk to us. This is a special grace. Please may we put our hands together for him again. Thank you so much, Your Royal Majesty. I think I can go home with something today. Thank you again and again. We'll take the remarks and we're going to start with the remarks by one of the fathers of the day. royal fathers of the day for that matter, Obi Professor Epiphany Chigbuogwu Azinge, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, the 14th Asaba of Asaba.
Your Excellency, the Chairman of this occasion, other Excellencies here represented, Mr. Vice Chancellor, let me in a special way acknowledge His Royal Majesty, the Obi of Onitsha, Igwe, other Royal Majesties in attendance, invited guests, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I bring you good tidings from Asaba. Asaba that is very, very close to Onitsha, on the other side of the divide. Asaba that is the capital of the Western State. Asaba that was once the capital of Nigeria in the days of the Royal Niger Company. Asaba that is today the fastest growing capital city, not just in Nigeria, but in Africa south of the Sahara. I bring you good tidings from Asaba. Firstly, let me commend the university for conceptualizing this idea and also institutionalizing the World Igbo Center and Repository. Let me in a special way also mention that I also want to commend the university for establishing the annual Obi Achebe lecture series. In the same vein, I congratulate His Royal Majesty Obi Achebe for being a worthy beneficiary of this honor. More significantly, Your Royal Majesty, I applaud you for this well-researched and thought-provoking lecture, particularly tracing linkages of different parts of Igbo land. Many issues have been raised in the lecture, and I want to address them seriatim. Your Royal Majesty, I'm still worried. 7,000 years after, still a lot of hypotheses on Igbo history. A lot of hypotheses on Igbo history. I believe the time has come to resolve all this and to establish the truism of Igbo history. Perhaps that will be the beginning, as ably demonstrated in your lecture, that it will now go into the archives and form the beginning of this resolution that I've talked about. Your Royal Majesty, the lecturer highlighted the origin of Onitsha people and their linkages from Benin. Has also touched on the arrival of Christian missionaries to Onitsha and from there to Asaba. Indeed, Asaba Anglican Communion is celebrating 150 years of nativity this year. So certainly it will be longer in Onitsha since they came over from Onitsha to Asaba. Your Royal Majesty, no doubt, your lecture grandly demonstrated the culture, the life of the people of Onitsha, how you resolve your disputes. Onitsha as a commercial nerve center, the urbanization, and the cosmopolitan outlook of Onitsha. Your masquerades and title taking amongst so many others. I believe that will be a researcher's delight because you captured succinctly almost every facet of the people of Onitsha and their lifestyle. But Your Royal Majesty, there are highs, as you clearly articulated, and lows as well of Onitsha. I listened attentively to see whether Your Royal Majesty will address either in depth or in passing the O issue. But I believe Your Majesty cleverly avoided that, whether it is Onitsha Bobosi or Bosi Onitsha, that is yet to be resolved. Your Majesty, the laws also include how Onitsha people allow the high-rise buildings in Onitsha, the defacement of the architectural called Tong, and the takeover of their land by supposedly non-indigenous. I believe that was where Onitsha lost it all. The people of Onitsha did not rise to the occasion at that point in time to regulate the way and manner non-indigenous take over their land and to find a way of restricting to a very large extent the laws governing the takeover or the purchase of land in Onitsha. Part of the laws will also include, of course, the drug nature taking place in Onitsha at this point in time, and the massive adulteration of drinks in Onitsha environment. For Your Royal Majesty, you've asked the question, how do we restore Onitsha? I believe this question can best be answered by Onitsha people. For me, it would appear that so much has gone wrong. But I know that from within the reservoir of knowledge and the resources available to Onitsha people, you stand a chance to restore Onitsha to its past glory and dignity. Your Royal Majesty, I was waiting for you to draw the link between Asaba and Onitsha. That's why you invited me. But I didn't hear it. Before the war, there were a lot of intermarriages between Asaba and Onitsha people. Indeed, our people were questioning one another. That used to be the saying of our people. Your Majesty was silent on that. Of course, Your Majesty did not also dwell on the arrival of Mungo Park and the Landa brothers, those who came from afar to discover a people that have been living in a place for centuries. These are some of the fallacies of history, but we keep accommodating them. Asaba people rely solely on Onitsha market for sourcing of goods, and we still do. The only challenge we have is that we don't come to Onitsha market again on Mondays because of sit at home. We conceived the idea, and we're pushing that idea, of the prospects of dredging the river Niger. And that will make Onitsha a hub for economic activity, and that will also flow into Asaba. On our own, we are pushing this idea through the Inland Waterways Authority in Abuja, and no doubt, if we succeed from the Asaba end, definitely Onitsha will stand to benefit. On the whole, I say that a befitting maiden lecture from a monarch scholar and corporate guru. I will urge all of us to read this lecture again and digest it appropriately. I congratulate you, Your Majesty. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Please, another round of applause for him. That was another good one from His Royal Majesty. Of course, we saw a meticulous balance of professorial credentials and traditional paraphernalia, all combined in just one man. We salute you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please, we want to move faster now because we must have to end.
I like this one.
But we need to have some remarks. I call it remarks, just few words, please, so that we can go for the foundation laying ceremony. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I've just been directed that we move on as we have it here the program. So on this note, I would like to invite His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Mba, ably represented by the Honorable Commissioner for Water Resources, Enugu State. Your Excellency.
Excellency, Deputy Governor of Abia State, who is the chairman of this occasion, Vice Chancellor of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Royal Majesty Obi Alfred Achebe, our celebrant, the Asaba of Asaba, the Chairman of Traditional Rulers Council, Southeastern Nigeria, Royal Fathers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations from His Excellency Dr. Peter Mba, the Executive Governor of Enugu State, in the Obi of Onitsha on this very first and maiden series of this lecture. While I saw my name on the manifest to represent His Excellency, what first came to my mind was I likened Nnamemeka Achebe with the motto of the University of Nigeria, restoring the dignity of man. This man, Obi Alfred Achebe, is an epitome of intelligence. He has brought swag to the traditional institution. His humility, his stature, as put by Professor Ono. When I read your speech too, you said that this is an institution of man. So that was when my conscience was justified. You're well situated here. What can we say? Well, thank you, University, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, for this maiden edition, and we do hope and confident that going forward, this is the initial one, that all that has been said here will be documented across all the divides within the Igbo nation. It's very important. Just like the lecturer said, if you don't write your own history, your enemies will put it down for you. I mean, it's so disheartening that our language is diminishing. And we don't speak our language to our children. It's a challenge. And then the history of yesterday, just opposed to today, and then the future. You can imagine. But I'm confident that the personality of His Royal Majesty Nnamemeka Achebe, on whom this foundation has been laid, is going to stand the test of time. Congratulations, Your Majesty. Congratulations, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, and thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. May God bless you. I'll still in the next 1 minute, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. May I invite His Excellency, the former Executive Governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi, ably represented by the former Honorable Commissioner for Economic Planning and the first female Chief of Staff, the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
One minute. Your Excellency, Your Majesty, the Obi of our nation, and the Chairman of the occasion, please let me stand on the protocol already very brilliantly established. I bring you greetings from His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi. I'm very happy to be here, though I'm very sad that I'm representing. I should have accompanied him here. The man being celebrated today, Abogidi, is a man very much loved by Peter Obi. What Abogidi said about our nation, the UN Habitat Connection, was begun under Peter Obi, and he followed it up, maybe not to the end. So he brings you greetings, he congratulates you, and he's very happy that our nation revival and everything and Igbo culture are being brought to the academic domain. He's confident that now that a center is being established here to look at the Igbo nation and our nation in particular for today, that the academia will do research and will discover things that will strengthen the Igbo nation. As we know, Peter Obi loves education. He has showed it in various ways, and I'm sure he will love what is happening here, and I'm sure he will support it in whatever way he can. Thank you, and congratulations, Your Majesty. Congratulations, the Vice Chancellor, and also the Prof. May God bless the Bless the emotion, and thank you.
Sorry, we are not trying to be fast enough, that's why we are giving 1 minute. Please, the representative of a special guest of honor, Dr. Boji of the Zenith Bank. 1 minute, please.
His Majesty, Yobogidi himself, His Excellencies here are represented by the Deputy Governor and the Commissioners, and all our royal fathers. Thank you all. And all the protocols duly observed. Here, I am on behalf, I'm representing our Group Managing Director, Dr. Adol Monji, the Group Managing Director of Zenith Bank PLC and Zenith Bank Group. Zenith Bank has always been very, very interested in whatever happens in our environment in this nation, and the university also has been there to our hearts, and this particular project is also one that Zenith Bank will support in our own way. So I believe that the management at GMT would, in due course, fully support this cause. Once more, I want to say thank you, and may God bless all of us at the race.
Thank you very much. Please, we want to shut down now. Time is no longer on our side. And on this note, I would like to invite the chairman of today's occasion to do the closing remarks so that we can close officially. Thank you very much. Your Excellency.
Thank you very much. I really want to use this opportunity to thank everyone who took out their time in making sure this very event comes out very successful. And at the same time, for our guests here present, I really want to thank everyone on behalf of the Executive Governor, Dr. Alex Choma Oti, OFR, who happens to be the chairman of this very occasion. NJA, you're welcome. And also the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My message is just so simple. Igbo si nti nanu nihe anaga ham ka ebegele. That means the ear that hears is never as big as a person. We've all heard about Father here, Obi Alfred Achebe, told us, has explained to us our history and where we're from, and concerning our migration. And I believe this very maiden edition, going forward, we'll be able to collaborate properly, saying that this very huge step that has been taken today continues to live long. My final prayer here is we will all return back to our respective homes better than the way we came in. May God bless the Igbo race, may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and may God bless you all. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Please may I invite Reverend Father Greg Eke to lead us in the closing prayer, after which we take the national anthem, we take the university song, and then the national anthem. Thank you very much. Father, please. Please may we rise.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. God our Father, we thank you for the life you have given us. We thank you for the gift of today. We thank you for the Igbo nation by reaching us to the various cultures and history. The work our Father today is by your grace. He is asking you to continue to lead us, and what we have done today we go a long way in passing our history, understanding ourselves, and progressing according to your will. As we are about to live, guide us at various destinations, protect our guests, so we all go by rejoicing and enriched by the gracious that we have. At the end of the day, we are then glorified, we continue to be sustained, and at the end of our stay here on earth, we will all gather together once again, that eternal God will be through Christ our Lord. The Lord be with you. The blessing of Almighty God, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, come down on you and continue forever. Peace be with you all. The university story.
Oh,
Thank you very much. Group photographs immediately. After that, we shall all move to the university beautiful gate for the foundation laying ceremony. Other guests will stay here. We have a place for traditional rulers upstairs for entertainment, please. Group photograph first, after which we move to the beautiful gate for the foundation laying ceremony, and then the entertainment upstairs. Other entertainments will be done in the hall here. Make sure you collect your own back. Thank you. Thank you.